First of all, I just want to say thank you, God. um, eh, I have time because things are not looking good for our future. So spending time putting the reality in the faces of this participant who do have a future, potentially had a future, is worth training myself in that. You'll see a lot of my videos. I've been making sure to capture all the things they do to me. In a lot of my videos, you've seen screenshots of things they've done to me and disturbing things, and I try to post all of it, but not all of it is posted because this is every time I see another stimulation, but I keep a screenshot everything, because if they ever mess with me, I'll go back to that. It's like, this is what they're doing to me. And so I was trying to retrieve some pictures that I remember when I was going to the grocery store. There's some like late teen, young adult that I couldn't tell exactly, right? And they were just forcing me to get the typical things they were having me to have today. Anybody who even just looks young, even if they're young adults, it can be like early 30s. Stimulation. You pay 29-year-old stimulation just for that, right? Just to train my brain this fashion. So as I was going back to our old phone, I have this phone here where it's the older phone, and I was going through the photos to retrieve that, all the things they've done to me, because I keep track of it all of it. That's why you see a bunch of videos, and which soon you'll see another one, which is going to be what I was trying to retrieve. And it's this here. Let me show you. I was trying to retrieve these pictures. And as I'm saying that, I'm hearing this these perps trying to like break me down, try to disorient me. They're like, you'll see me. This is the perps that was supposed to be framing me. But I was retrieving pictures like this. In the background, they're stimulating me toward this person. You'll see like a video about that. But also I found this one here where, on Tinder or even different apps, I see people who I believe are children. There's one that was like claiming she was 30 years old. That's a video coming up. And a video already out. This girl who's claiming she was like 30 years old. She looked like a 15-year-old kid, like a 4, like not even a 15. I think 15 is pushing it, like really young teen, like just turned teenager. And she was claiming to be 30 years old. I was like, oh my gosh, I did. And they tell me how they're gonna frame me with kids. And this is what this clown's like, you'll see me. And these teenage retards think they're just being fierce doing that. Like, they're so exploited. And they think there's heroism in their exploitation. Little retards. The future is, when I talk about the bright future, that kind of future, waiting for these clowns, it's not good. So this is another example. This person, I don't know. I don't think she's 22 years old. She claims she's 22. She got all this. You'll see a whole video. She had all the makeup on. She shows all these things and all like shit, all kind of like. And then some of the picture, I realized some of them were so disgusting. You see all the makeup on, and then the other one is disgusting. These little hot dog's legs, and then there's another one when she's a bikini. I was like, she doesn't look like an actual 22-year-old. And as I'm looking at here, they're showing this. It looked like a teenage kid that is pretending to be 22 years old. Maybe she's an actual 22-year-old, but I don't think so. So I took a screenshot of that. I'm gonna make a video about that. It's like, ugh. And then there's a picture of her trying to show her butt cheek and barely anything there. But you'll see the videos. I do these things because I put that in their faces. I put this trash in these trash faces. But I was going through the pictures of all the things. There's little babies that forced me to get this sexual stimulation. There's little black girls, little babies, little teenage kids. Some who just young adults, early 20s, something. I took screenshot of all the things they do to me sometime. And sorry for being graphic here. Even the adult content I was watching, because some of the adult content, the stars are just young adults. So they were trying to make me imagine they're underage. I was like, no, they're just like some young adults in this thing. So I took a screenshot of that. It's like, oh, you see, took a screenshot of that. It's like, because you even messing with me with this. So they like try to mix match things in my brain and stimulate me, and it's like, oh, this little baby, this like late teen, this young teen, this. It's like, this is all you guys do to me, and I'll always capture that and always put that in their faces. I will never subscribe to these things. And they're slamming their doors and do all that. It's like, you will never make me subscribe to this. I know you're playing my brain. Sometimes as ridiculous as just like some adult stars, that just like maybe some young adults, that they just want me to. It's like, you stupidity. I took screenshot of that. It's like, you think I'm gonna let you live your fantasy? Then you have these clowns that think they're being a hero, actually being exploited. Talk about, you're gonna have HIV. It's like, what you gonna have in the future? You don't even know that. You don't even think about that, huh? You're gonna trash. Your job is to play rape victim. You're doomed. You don't even know it. I'm doomed. I know it. Talk about HIVs, because they tell me once they frame me, once these kids play their rape victims, right? When they act this way, act like they got raped, act like we've been interacting, I'm gonna get raped and get HIV. And what's gonna happen to this future of these bright heroes? Are they gonna have HIV in the futures? Who knows? Are they gonna actually get raped in the future? Who knows? But they open themselves for a lot of good things to happen to them. Oh, and you can have sympathy for that. But they open the door for anything to come their way. Anything. Being mean like that, maybe you'll be mean, because they like to say, oh, we're just mean. It's like, okay, you'll see how things get mean to you. The thing is, for me, I can't even be too sad about this, because right now I'm in my bed. Things in my body's not looking good. I'm not in the. It's not like they're doing this to somebody who's really healthy, looking like with good things happening. No. I've been having fevers, and my side of my stomach is hurting. I can barely eat. I eat maybe once a day. So it's like they're doing that to somebody who's things are looking left already. It's already like bad. So on top of all of that, these losers open the door to all these things to come to them for somebody who's writing already. Let this trash get the blessing that's waiting for them. I'll put that in their faces. And we see each other, you trash. You're going to make it look like you're involved in something that doesn't torture women and children. Now you're here being called a hero for playing rape victim. Tell me who I am when clown like you are supposed to be playing the rape victim. Yeah, okay. And you're a victim. The only victim you are is being exploited by this pedophiles taking advantage of a retard like you. Trash ass. I'll put that in their faces. Make sure they get properly cursed the way they need to be cursed. It's nothing. They're so insignificant too. You know, for me, you know, when I see people who do that kind of cruelty, usually there are people who are powerful in the position of power. Those are the most vulnerable, nonsensical retards, where anything can happen to them any day. So non-respected, so discredited. So trash. Today can be a day where they have a bad day, they start crying. Oh, it's amazing. I know things are not going to look good for them. It doesn't take a genius to see that happening. But I'm going to put that in their faces. It's like, they exploit your dumbass. Your future is fucked up. You talk about what's going to happen to me. They'll tell me how they're going to cut my hands. And it's like, man, things are bad for me already. Let them not cut my hands. Let them not give me HIV. You don't frame me. Watch what happens to me. I'll just decay away. But you... You're not in the same circumstance. So you're just the loser here. Me, things were over the second I was putting this program. And they've done things to my body that I know is now irreversible. They've already killed me, but I'm not dead yet. And this trash got exploited for somebody who's already dead. And I'll never subscribe to these things. So these mean things they do, whoo, oh my gosh, they're gonna get theirs in magical ways. And then if they try to do that in front of me, they know I'm, I know my situation, so I gotta, I'll react accordingly. No, I can't. I'm so okay with that. Let this trash. I'd love to say things that is just so obvious that happens. With the special force of retardation, with the little retard that think the infantile ways of saying things gonna change what they're part of and how their future is gonna pan out. Oh my gosh, I'm like the voice of reason. From a bunch of clown trash, little bottom feeder for pedophiles, having kids like that playing rape victims. Talk about we're gonna see each other in court. It's like when you put the rape victim, right? When you set up your group future, when you have a good future waiting for you, and then you die. Trash. And then they make themselves talk to me. They talk to me in these ways because I can hear them via voice to skull. It's like, yeah, and then they're gonna die. And she tried to sound so innocent, like so good-hearted. Like, you pull trashy shit. It doesn't work. Oh, all the curse is gonna come to you. Oh, you'll see how mean things gonna come back to you. Huh. I don't even think you're gonna make it to my age. If you start life like this, it'd be a miracle if you reach 40. And you have everything else going. Look at you now. You have to play rape victim, and that's your heroic voice, your heroic act. You're like, yeah, they are. It's like, yeah, okay, go play rape victim. Focus on that. Focus on that. Because you're too believable. Freaking retards. This trash and then try to make it sound like you're doing it for corny. You're a negator. Remember who you are. You negate those tortures. It's part of your war. You trash ass low life. You get yours. For all the women and children that are suffering this program, I'll make sure that you never they forget that. You fucking low lives. I'm so glad that an insignificant like you don't even think about your own future. And the parents of these clowns are the best. Just potentially sacrificing the future of their own kids for whatever benefit they get for now. Being mean now, watch how mean it's gonna be for them later. And so cowardly too. So cowardly, like there's always been things that just destroy that facade. I know they live life negating how mean they are to women and children. And they will put me in this program. They're like, yeah, it's out in New York. I was like, yeah, look at what they're doing. Even in New York, they're trying to do things like that. You clown ass. While your little retard's life is about making yourself look like you're a rape victim. And calling yourself negators and then calling you doing for Courtney and Brittany and calling, oh, what we're doing to this woman is war. Okay. I don't care how many videos I pull every day. I am throwing that in the air as much as I can. Because I know there's so much time for them to get theirs. And they're those non-significant. I'm a target individual. And being a target individual means the government is doing that to me. They just contract loserness of that nature. Bottom feeders of very non-significancy. And this trash put so much effort and put their time in this. And take it like because it becomes personal. This is their life in jeopardy at this point. They're the one who's going to have to play the rape victim. Nobody else. They're doing it for this governmental entity, but that's their life. What the future look like? Can you imagine how you're going to have to cope with this as a child? We're doing it for Britney. It's like, yeah, and you're a negator. Okay. I'm going to put that in their faces. I'll never identify this manipulation. That's what this technology is all about. You're involved in a program that can change the brain, and you know that very well. I'll never subscribe to a freaking retard that play rape victim in the first place. This is not a good way to make yourself credible. You know that, right? Even when you make yourself talk in whatever ways. Because your meanness is not even yours. You're that much of a nothing. I'm talking to this loserness who thought I would be subscriptive to this manipulation and think that the people who play rape victim will be making me convincing of this. I will never let this trash live this fantasy. As I was looking at the pictures, there's even the rapper Logic and the little baby, they're trying to stimulate me. It's like all of these things they did to me. It's like I'll never identify with this. They're calling other people pedophiles when this trash are just the bottom tier for pedophiles and manipulating the brain this way. And I'm supposed to be convinced somebody who's going to play rape victim is calling me the pedophile. I was like, yeah, okay. You know, the things doesn't connect well. You're just a lowlife who work for actual pedophiles, who manipulate the brain in these disgusting ways. And those courts you're talking about, we know whose court it is. It's not some retard playing rape victims' court. That can be just stay strong. Look at this clown and trash for what they are. Please don't get fooled for what you see in front of them. This trash will get. Those are not the people you should worry about. They'll get theirs in magical way. They are so insignificant. Some of them will even kill themselves. I've witnessed it. You know, this is so bad. There was somebody, a coworker of mine, who ended up killing himself. Because of the irony of that man trying to involve in this program, and he was actually participating, he was saying things, he made me really angry one day, because they made me have this experience, it's like awkward, and this is the way they were trying to make me internalize to this manipulation, and I lost my mind, like I just got angry, right? And he did that because he was trying to make me lose my mind. But this man was all along unstable. He had things going on in his life that pushed him to kill himself. Now this time, because this is the irony of reality. To minimize the symbol of what just happened here, let's just call him Ryan. This Ryan was a coworker who ended up killing himself, while before that he was trying to push me into insanity, so I killed myself. And so this ecosystem around me, they don't like this kind of symbolism of things where, hey, you see what happens? He was trying to push him to kill himself. Now he killed himself. Maybe that's you. Right? Who knows what's going to happen to you? Because you see this Ryan, he killed himself. To try to minimize the symbolism, it's like, oh, we're going to make you Ryan. They start verbalizing the name Ryan as a meaning of killing themselves. And I know they did that because they want to minimize the symbol of this Ryan was there doing the thing you do to push me into killing myself. And look at what happened to Ryan. And these clowns are scared to think about things like that happening to them. They put so much effort for me to kill myself, maybe, and very high likelihood, especially for these underage retards, that this can happen to them maybe later on in their life. And they've witnessed it in real time, somebody doing what they did and ended up killing himself. So to minimize that symbol of what it means, what could it mean, they start trying to erase that symbolism. So, oh, we're gonna Ryan, try to like minimize what that means. Because Ryan was with them. And it's so bad that Ryan is somebody who was part of them. You will respect people he was in the war with you guys. He was on your side of the war. You even insult Ryan in this way, a dead person, just so you don't think about what it means. And the thing that annoys me, I'm offended that they calling Ryan, use Ryan as meaning to kill myself. Like, I'm not offended. I don't care. Ryan is part of you guys. You don't harm my feelings at all. I just don't want to stoop to that level. You know, he's no longer here, but Ryan was with you guys. So call it Ryan. But I know why you're saying that. You're scared that you're going to turn into a Ryan. I know. You're scared that you put so much effort trying to kill me or pushing me to kill myself, and then you're going to end up killing yourself. And there's so much time for it. Oh, these clowns, Playing rape victims, Jesus, this goes up. Whew. Right now they're trying to be like childish, and it's like a coping mechanism too. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're a child coping with this shit already. You disgusting low life. You'll see what happens. It's like, yeah, Ryan. Look, you make yourself talk like that because you know what I'm saying is gonna be a little profound. I'm not trying to be profound. It's just Ronnie. What do you think? You put effort in this evilness, or you think? Hey, call me Ryan however you want. It doesn't faze me. It's kind of faze the coworkers that respected Ryan, that worked with him, that know him, and then they're on the same side. They're the same people thanking you. For me, that's doing nothing. But I know why you're doing this. These perps are scared of what they put themselves into will come back to them. They've created a storyline of what this is about and all these things. Then it's like, nope, I didn't subscribe to it. As I'm doing that, my toes are crossed, my hands, my foot are crossed, and they're stimulating me and all these things. I'm supposed to be subscribed. I'm not identified with this trash. I know what this technology does. You failed that. I will never internalize this manipulation. That's why I take a screenshot of everything you do, and I post it. Target video, stay strong. And make sure these clowns don't leave their fantasy. They know the hell is waiting for them one way or another. Like Ryan. So my target video, stay strong.